What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my top fantasy football picks for NFL Week 16. Top DFS picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FandDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go through each position and give you my first look top fantasy football pick. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Just a quick announcement for everyone. We just finished our cash game lineup optimizer. We're going to make it live tonight, so come on in and try it out. The cash game optimizer generates a lineup based on projected ownership to help you quickly make high quality cash game lineups so you can start building your bankroll. Okay, let's take a look at the quarterback position. My NFL Week 16 quarterback is going to be Russell Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks playing the Arizona Cardinals, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Russell Wilson has averaged 22.4 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 4.6 rush attempts per game. He's projected at 19.7 fantasy points here in Week 16. He's 7,000 DraftKings salary and 1,300 more on FandDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 50.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Seattle Seahawks favored by 9.5. So this is a high-scoring game, a home game, a fantastic matchup. So I like Russell Wilson here versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy,
and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, who do we have at the running back position? I like Joe Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the second worst defense overall, and they give up the third most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Joe Mixon has averaged 13.9 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 16.5 rush attempts per game and 3 pass targets per game. He's got 19, 23, and 25 rush attempts in the last 3 games. And he's produced 22, 31, and 17 fantasy points in those games. So although he's only projected for 13.3 fantasy points here in Week 16, I could see him having a big day versus a terrible run defense in the Miami Dolphins. He's 6,600 DraftKings salary and 1,200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 46 points scored in this game, and they have the Bengals trailing by 1. So a close game, competitive game, fantastic matchup. So I like Joe Mixon here versus the Miami Dolphins. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, my Week 16 wide receiver is going to be DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks playing the Arizona Cardinals, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. DK Metcalf has averaged 12.4 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 6.2 pass targets per game. He's been consistently scoring in the double digits, scoring 12, 14, 13 fantasy points the last 3 games. projected at 12.5 fantasy points here tonight. He's only $5,900 DraftKings salary and $400 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 50.5 points scored in this game, with the Seattle Seahawks favored by 9.5. This is a home game. He's a lower-priced wide receiver to pair with Russell Wilson, who's got a lot of upside. So I like DK Metcalf here versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, and you can try the tools for NBA. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. I like Austin Hooper from the Atlanta Falcons playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have the 9th worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Austin Hooper has averaged 15.6 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 7.2 pass targets per game. He was out with injury. He's been back for 2 games in a row now, so he should be back up to speed. On the field for 78% of the snaps, projected at 13.2 fantasy points here in Week 16. He's $4,400 DraftKings salary and $1,600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 45.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Falcons favored by 7. This is a home game, a great matchup. I think Austin Hooper is going to be back to form, so I like Austin Hooper here versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay, my super secret sleeper pick for NFL Week 16 is Tyler Eifert from the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the 2nd worst defense overall in their middle of the pack defending opposing tight ends. Tyler Eifert has averaged 6 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3.8 pass targets per game. He got 5 pass targets last game, scored 7 fantasy points. He's projected at 6.2 fantasy points here in Week 16. He's only $3,200 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 46 points scored in this game, a close game, the Bengals favored by 1. This is a great matchup. He's getting the volume. I think he could be a sneaky play here this week, so I like Tyler Eifert here versus the Miami Dolphins.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.